a Super Bowl champion, NFL player. You've probably got a yacht hanging out here somewhere, right?
My gold yacht? No,
Yeah.
it's underwater. It's sunk. No, listen, like I said, it's a misconception. I think that's the main misconception, is that if you play professional sports, you make tens of millions of dollars and you're set for the rest of your life on your private island with your yacht. I came in the hard way. I was not drafted. I didn't receive a signing bonus. I had to prove myself at minimum wage, albeit professional sports status minimum wage, which is still a decent wage. I'm not complaining about it, but by no means are you set financially for the rest of your life. There's a finite window to maximize your earning potential in professional sports, and I think I've kind of exceeded the average for any position in professional sports, playing for a decade or having a career for a decade, but by no means would I consider myself financially set based on the funds that I generated from the NFL.
Okay, but now you're here in Florida with your family, and you have a wife, and how many kids?
I have 3 kids.
Okay, kids' names are?
My wife is Christine. We've been married now for 15 years. I met her in college, and she's really kept me on the straight and narrow path and kept me focused on what both of our goals were, with family-wise, financially, business-wise.
So what are you up to now? What are you doing for work? What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Well, my wife and I started a company called Arm Magnets, and it was kind of based off a family Sunday drive one day. We were driving along, and there was an old lady with her arm in a car, and some other car replaced that, a very similar car of a very large gentleman, and my son said, "Look at the size of her arm, Dad." And it wound up being a joke, but we wound up turning that into a company where we got licensing with the NFL, Major League Baseball, and probably the top 60 colleges across the nation. And pride.
Oh, fun. That's cute. Great idea. So how did you learn about financing? Did you learn from the NFL? Did your parents teach you?
Well, no, I think I first was introduced to financing and how to properly invest your money when I first came in the NFL. I didn't have a lot of money, but I was making decent money as a practice squad player. But I remember the day that the starting center, Ray Donaldson, took me inside and said, "Hey, Mike, now take some of your money and get yourself an individual retirement account." And I did. I took my first $5,000 made in the NFL, which took me 2 weeks to make, and I bought an IRA back then. But I can't tell you anything about that money because I invested and I just, okay, go ahead and do what you need to do, and went on about trying to make it in the NFL.
So what prompted you to invest your IRA in real estate with Safe IRA Investments?
Well, to start that off, it's because I liked the figureheads of Safe IRA. I met Jamie and Pat Brester, and then also met Judd. And I didn't so much invest in Safe IRA to begin with as I invested in the people that run Safe IRA, because they are great people, great family guys. And you know, if you get an opportunity to meet them, you realize these are safe guys that make it a point to fully explain everything they have to offer with the company.
What are your investment goals? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Well, my investment goals are, just to make more money. Based on what I told you when I first moved to Sarasota, we loved it so much, and there was a lot of money being made on flipping properties. My wife and I approached it the best we could. We didn't jump right in and just start spending money. We did the best research we could. We bought properties with our own money and did our best to do the right thing and correct things that needed to be corrected with the properties. And ultimately, the market ran out of time for us, so we realized that if you don't do it properly with the right goals, you risk losing money. And I think that's where I trust Pat and Judd to make those decisions for me, but I am also invested now through Safe IRA in an individual property, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what advice would you give to your peers, maybe 1 or 2 pointers, for their investment future?
I think it would be to maximize your earning potential, because that's a term we're familiar with in professional sports. You have a limited time, a finite window to maximize your earning potential. Professional athletes, or anyone for that matter, has an opportunity to maximize their earning potential on a retirement side with funds through a 401k or an IRA in property to help grow for security down the line.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
No,
it's been great talking to you.
You too. My pleasure.